Hello and welcome back to another Star Citizen video. We have finally Alpha 4.4 drop, and of course they have to drop a new patch before the IAE 2955, the biggest event, not just in-game but in general. It is the anniversary sale for Star Citizen, so it is a big sale. Which I like. All right, this is one of those yearly things that I will cover as much as I can, and as promised, this year we'll do something different. We're gonna build the Perseus as cheaply as we can get. Okay, and I'm gonna do this is a project, not a project, this is a task that will last for this anniversary sale until the next anniversary sale. One of the biggest reason is that I can build the Perseus cheaper with this year's anniversary sale, but you want to chain as much as you can. You want to be as patient as you can, building this type of expensive ships, especially ships above a certain price point, normally $200 and above, because that's where you really need to utilize the Warborn upgrades as much as you can. So I will record it live, technically, right? Live, as I covered, because we also have Warborn daily deal. So there's another PSA out there for those who are interested in reshuffling your fleet, your hangar, your ships. You want to get cheaper ships, and that's how I do it, right? And I've been doing this for years. Yeah. The problem is I've been doing this for years as well, okay? Star Citizen has raised lots of money, and let's get into the number one PSA. You do not need to buy any of the ship with real money. All you need is a starter pack. And what's better than a starter pack? Free fly. That's right, you get to play Star Citizen for free starting tomorrow, which is the IAE 2955 event, until the end, plus a few more days. So I think you get a solid 2 weeks. Yeah, I would say you get a solid 2 weeks to not say to enjoy Star Citizen, but to enjoy and evaluate whether is this game for you, because this is not just a demo, all right? This is a full-on whatever they have done, whatever they have finished, or rather whatever they want to present, that's the game, right? Basically, you're getting full access for whole 2 weeks, or rather duration of the IAE 2955, and that is a big deal for lots of people who are on the fence. And this is one of those things that I can easily say, all right, before you buy anything, play the game. If the game is for you, if you want to enjoy a little bit more, you can get a discounted starter pack. And I can guarantee this is the cheapest, or rather during the anniversary sale, this is the only time, this is the best time for you to grab the cheapest possible package, which is $40.50. It is either the Aurora MR or the Mustang Alpha. And both two ships, it's one of, not saying the cheapest ship, it's actually a fun ship, right? Both ships are fun to fly. And of course, you can fly every single ship in the game for free. Yes, for free. Not all. Okay, technically not all, because I don't think you can. Okay, the Javelin is not flight ready technically, so you definitely can't fly that ship. Now I'm curious because I don't think they made the Idris free to fly. But then again, maybe they will change, because Idris was introduced this year, early this year. So you know what? It would be chaos if they let you rent the Idris, and I would like to see that. Okay, CIJ, don't disappoint me. Make the Idris flyable. Even though you want to give the Peacemaker version, right? If you want to withhold and don't release the M version for rent, which is totally understandable, yeah, give me the Peacekeeper version. Okay, I want to see that, because the Idris really makes a big game changer for small and large organization. Everyone had lots and lots of fun with the Idris. And of course the Polaris as well. And of course we're gonna get the Perseus, and if you've seen some of the video for the Percy, ooh, I want it. It has to be in my hangar already. At first I was like, half thinking like, do I really want the Perseus? But then they show off something. I was like, ah, dang it. That little gimmick makes me want to have it. Alright, stay tuned if you want to know what it is. Okay, so before we begin, like, subscribe, hit the notification button and help this channel grow. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Okay, so let's take a look at next. What do we have? Alright, so we have some cool trailer. I've seen one ship, and that ship is also one of the best candidate for people who wants to reshuffle their fleet, or people who's, I'm gonna say this. It might not be the cheapest. Oh no, it's definitely not gonna be the cheapest ship. I'm scared right now, because if that ship is above $100, oh, it's gonna be painful. I could not recommend. All right, I'm gonna say straight up, if the Drake Clipper is above $100, I cannot recommend. Even though the ship is fun, it's not small, but it's small enough for people to really enjoy Star Citizen, because it comes with a tier 3 medical bed. Ooh, but I need to see the weapons. That's a whole different thing. So the problem will be the price. If the Drake, okay, I'm gonna do a simple prediction, and let's see how close am I to it. I'm gonna say this: the Drake Clipper looks like a alternative to the Nomad. So at $80, okay, I'm gonna call it, the Drake Clipper should be at $80, because on top of it, Drake is usually a cheaper brand in the verse, in lore. So packing so much utilities and whatnot, I think the Clipper should be priced at 80. If it goes to 60, of course 60 is good, right? Because 60 is the Avenger Titan, the best starter ship out there. So for now, I'm gonna say 80. I don't think, and I don't want it to be above $80. Right? I'm gonna say straight up, I don't want it to be above that price. Because if it's at $80, oh, you know what's the crazy part? $80 starter pack comes with LTI. I think that's gonna be one of the things that I would say, okay, you know what? I could recommend this, although with a little bit of extra information. So for that, I would say $80. $80. Yeah, cool. Okay, so that would be the Drake Clipper prediction. The rest of the ships I don't want to predict too much, because it feels, yeah, no, I don't think it's going to be 60. That's that for one reason, and one reason only, because the Pisces rescue version, the C8R Pisces, is at $65. It has a tier 3 medical bed. It is a small ship, so yeah, I highly doubt it's going to be at 65, or if not 70 as well. So 80 feels like a good, oh dang it, 80 Warborn, right? 80 Warborn, and then if not 80 Warborn, it'll be 90 store credit. Okay, you know what? 80 dollars. Come on. Yeah, $90 starter pack. All right, 80 and 90. All right, 80 and 90. Good. So that's that. And let's take a look at the Nyx. All right, so Nyx is a new star system, and of course, Levski has come home. And oh boy, for those who are new, who do not know Levski, so Levski used to be an not say asteroid city. It used to be a not to say a mining colony on another planet, or on a mining planet in a way. Okay, so now they change it to be a pure asteroid colony, which is fantastic, right? This basically is a soaked up version of Grim Hex, and I'm all for it. All right, give me a large mining colony, and the way it builds it, ooh, it's very, very nice. Okay, and I hope they bring this team to the next development, not say cycle, but content release, because I've seen some contents that will be available on Alpha 4.4, and I love it all. I miss, for those who do not know, for those who are curious, I love, right, the Port Korea. So I like to go there, do some a mix of space pew pew and what do you call this? FPS. Love it. I love the 890 jump mission. Oh, that's fantastic. And now we're gonna get the Polaris version, and then we get one or two more in it. So obviously one of it is the Vandul mission, which is cool. And what I want to see now is we already have a few, I would say, public. Is it public? Public quest, public mission. No, we have seen a lot of combat missions already, especially the planetary mining. I want to see more, if not a dedicated industrial only missions. For example, you need to salvage let's put it, a Polaris, right? You need to fully salvage a Polaris before a Vandal attack. And the Vandal attack, you cannot, not say you cannot attack head on. It's technically a suicidal attack if you are solo or a small group. So it's so put it something like that. If you are large, if you are a huge orc, sure, maybe you can take it down. But I want to see more smaller missions like that. I want to see treasure hunting missions. I want to see a private investigation mission. I really missed the PI mission or in Stanton, although there's only one. Yeah, I want to see more of this. And yeah, more not say more PvE, more industrial-esque goals like mine X amount or find a loot, and then to navigate the loot you have to go into a tunnel or a space tunnel. Lots and lots of possibility, and I love it. Okay, I love those small little things, and I hope we get more industrial-esque, right, missions for next year. Because of Levski, because of Nyx. Nyx, I think, is a good time to introduce some of this. And of course, they also did showcase some of the missions as well during CitizenCon, and I'm very excited for that. The only question is, would it be instance or would it be public? And I know I haven't talked about that. I purposely saved that a little bit more longer. I'm just gonna let it bake a little bit because one of the things that I want to talk about is that it is kind of tied to the death of a spaceman thingy, and right now we have so many things we want to talk about, so I'm just gonna leave it be because it's technically not out yet, the gameplay. So yep. Okay, so I know I derailed a little bit, so let's get back into it. So we have all this cool stuff, and you know what, I think this is one of the best time to also start building up their system reputation. I'm sure of that. It's in their back pocket on CIG. Pyro, no, not reputation, security reputation. That's right. If you do a lot of piratey stuff in Pyro, doesn't get recorded. But if you do piratey stuff on Nyx, alright, depending on what type of piratey stuff, you will probably get a reputation swing. And of course, Stanton, we're gonna keep it as high sec. Alright, this is basically from E49. High sec on Stanton, null sec on Pyro, which is lawless, and then Nyx we can just put in between. Okay, if you do certain piracy stuff, the security is like, who cares? But if you do certain things, like, oh, you know what, that's a big no-no. So I think this is the best time to start introducing this a little bit more, which is cool. I know they have been experimenting on reputation gain quest thingy for the past few months or the past few patches, which is great. We need to see more of activities. We really need more activities, even though this is a sandbox game. And that's the reason why we want to talk a little bit more later on the instance and whatnot. So that's that. Okay, so with that, we're gonna move on to the next important thing, and that is the Twitch drop. Ooh, this is the first time we're gonna get a Twitch drop, and it is a full set armor. And with this, I can easily say you don't really need to buy armors anymore. Yeah, I won't say I used to buy exclusive armor. I used to like, okay, you know what, cosmetic armor, no, not cosmetic armor, armors, I was like, I will only reserve it for CitizenCon, and that's about it. And since now we can get it for free, more reason not to buy the armor, right? especially with the patch bundle. These are the two things that I will literally say no. Yes, this is, even though it's cool, alright, there are few patch bundles that CIG has released, very, very tempting, but I've decided a big no. No, no, no. I'm gonna stand with this principle because CIG has a lot of money already, number one. Number two, because it's still on alpha, I'm not gonna be bothered with any of this cosmetic armor. Sure, I might get FOMO and then I might lose some of the air quote, okay? I'm gonna say this, none of these things are FOMO, okay? None of these things. That also includes the special bundle from CitizenCon. The only cosmetic item that I'm willing to pay is only the CitizenCon pack. And that's about it. Yeah. Everything else, I'm just going to say no. No, no, no. Because if you're going to spend money on this, might as well just save up and get a internet spaceship. That's my reasoning. My only reason. No to cosmetic, yes to ship. And with that, we're going to wait for the IAE 2955, which is tomorrow. So prepare. And small little thing, I did say I'm gonna build the Perseus as cheaply as I can for the duration of the IAE 2955. However, I'm gonna add one more. I'm gonna build obviously how cheap we can get for this year, but I'm gonna build it until next year. That's right, I'm gonna chain as much Warbond upgrades as I can, and we're gonna revisit again next year and see how cheap can we get the Perseus. Because the Perseus show off one gimmick. Oh, one. If they didn't show that gimmick, the Percy would not be in my hangar. Like I wouldn't be bothered too much because I would like to have the Polaris instead. But dang it, they had, not say they had to show it, it's like, dang it, they just added a few gimmicks and like, oh no, I want it. I really, really want it, okay? And we have reached to the end. Guess what that gimmick is? It is a basketball court. Half a basketball court. And for those who, not say, question why because of that gimmick that I want to buy, it reminds me a little bit on Alien. Not say 8, not the first one. I think it's the third. Aliens 3. Or is it 2? I totally forgot. No, 3. It's 3. It's 3. It's definitely not 2. Aliens 3. No, 8. Dang it. Okay, Aliens has the franchise has a very interesting name. All right, so we have Alien, obviously the first one. Aliens, that's the second one. Then Aliens 3. Yeah, it's all. Anyway, so there's a basketball scene in Aliens, and it's like cool. It's on a spaceship, yeah. But then again, now gives me a solid reason why I should pilot the Perseus solo, so that I can play basketball on my downtime. Anyways, it's a stupid reason, but it is a reason that I am willing to buy. Oh, no, say it is a stupid reason for me to buy. Yes. All right, that's all I have for you for today, because we have a lot of things that we want to go through. And it's gonna be I won't say it's a day. Oh dang it, I have to do it daily. It's gonna be a daily video because every day we have a Warbond daily deal, and then I want to see is it worth picking up, how I'm gonna chain it, and then yeah, basically I'm gonna build the Perseus live. Well, in a way, pre-recorded. Alright, not live, pre-recorded. And our target is, can we get the Percy at half price? If the Percy is at half price, you know what? It is it is an, I won't say it's an easy ship for me to buy, but it is a little bit less painful. Okay. And before I go, I'm gonna say this straight up. All right, the Perseus is not a solo ship. Some of you might give me some heat on it, but that's me. All right, if you can fly it solo, it is a soloable ship. Yes, no, it cannot shoot. Yeah, no, the Percy should not have pilot control weapons. That is there's a whole nother topic. There's only a handful of ships to a certain size where I can say, yes, that is still a good large ship to pick. And guess what? It is the Star Lancer tech for now. Okay, anyway, that's all. That's all I have for you for today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and help this channel reach 1,000 subscriber. And last but not least, since we are going into Nyx, I need a new outro because previously was Pyro. And I will see you in the verse and fly. Dang it. I don't want to use the word fly safe. Fly safe is for Stanton. Fly dangerous is for Pyro. For Nyx is fly. And you figure out for that, alright? For in this case, I'll see you tomorrow.